The district of Papakura in New Zealand faces the problem of bad road conditions during heavy seasonal rainfall. Mirror News of July 6, 2009 reports that every year, the region witnesses an average of 15 road accidents per day. Adlands of July 1, 2009 reports that the Papakura District Council put up a billboard to try and reduce the number of road accidents, specifically during the Easter holiday weekend. This was because the Easter holiday weekend was right in the middle of their rainy seasons. And the police force and hospitals were understaffed due to the holiday period. This billboard has a picture of a cute young boy with a tagline that reads, "Rain changes everything. Please drive to the conditions." And rain does change everything. When it rains, this billboard collects the water, dyes it red, and releases it from his face, giving the impression that the boy is bleeding like a road accident victim. This billboard tries to imprint on drivers the importance of driving according to the wet road conditions through a gruesome but extremely realistic portrayal, prompting us to ask today's research question: how does the bleeding billboard encourage driving reform? And to answer this question, we will take a look at Caitlin Tonkers debating what ought to be the comic frame and public moral argument as published in Winter 2002's Western Journal of Communication. Tonker builds a model based on the Burkean concept of comic framing. This model is ideal for our analysis because it works on the assumptions that humans are fallible and that social ills, like reckless driving in the rain, are the result of human error, not evil. Today, we will take a closer look at Tonker's model, then apply it to the bleeding billboards before finally drawing some critical implications. Tonker's model uses three tenets: comic clowning, identification, and perspective by incongruity, in order to explore how the comic frame can be used to unmask and reform social issues. Let us begin with comic clowning. In the rhetorical sense, comic clowning has nothing to do with humor. Instead, it is about pointing out follies of human behavior by taking them to an extreme. By taking problematic roles and conventions to the extreme, the clown is able to unmask the dangers of a social issue. A 1980s anti-drug campaign starts by showing a frying pan and equating it to drugs. Then, an egg is shown sizzling on the pan, with the narrator saying, "This is your brain on drugs." This message forces viewers to associate drugs as something that fries your brain. This is an outrageous example, but it helps unmask the dangers of a social issue. The second tenet is identification. Tonker argues that individuals identify with each other if their ideas are joined. A point of identification provides the community with a shared interest, and this shared interest allows its members to probe important social issues. Alcoholics Anonymous, in their website Updated Daily, notes that AA aims to allow men and women to solve for their common problem of alcohol addiction simply by sharing their experiences. This shared interest allows its members to probe an important social issue. The final tenet is perspective by incongruity. This is a creative way to compare two concepts that at first seem unrelated. Perspective by incongruity jars the public's perceptions into new ways about which reality is constructed, encouraging them to reclassify their outlook on the social world. This cartoon shows oil drills and trees in the same image, forcing viewers to create a direct link between increased oil drills and their impacts on forests in particular, thereby challenging the public's perception. Now that we have a better understanding of Tonker's model, we can apply it to our bleeding billboard. The first tenet is comic clowning. The bleeding boy is an extreme example of the negative effects of unsafe driving practices in the rain, so it is able to unmask the dangers posed by rain to both the driver and his passenger. So the bleeding billboard meets the tenet of comic clowning through the use of an extreme example that unmasks the danger of a social issue. The second tenet is identification. In a predominantly Caucasian Papakura district, the young boy in the image looks like just another kid from around the neighborhood. So drivers can associate with the billboard It's a depiction of their own society. When it rains, the boy starts bleeding, almost like a road accident victim. So the drivers can identify with the billboard as a depiction of their current situation, drivers in the rain. The bleeding billboard meets the tenet of identification because the drivers now have a shared interest of preventing the bleeding scenario from happening, thereby helping them to identify with the social norm of safe driving in the rain. The final tenet is perspective by incongruity. Well, billboards usually don't bleed, and our conventional image of a child is not that of a bleeding one. So this billboard jars the public's perception, encouraging them to make a new link between rain and road accidents. So the bleeding billboard meets the tenet of perspective by incongruity and encourages the drivers to reclassify their perspective on the dangers of driving in the rain. Now that we've applied Tonker's model to the bleeding billboard, we can answer our research question. How does the bleeding billboard encourage driving reform? First, drivers can identify themselves with the comic clown in the billboard. This instills a fear of road accidents in the rain. Because drivers first have to slow down to get a better look at this image, this instilled fear prevents drivers from accelerating back to dangerous speeds, even after they have passed the billboard. Second, the blood is attention-grabbing, but it only appears when it is raining, thus acting as an alarm system in helping drivers to make the link between rain and road accidents and the immediate danger they are facing. Switched magazine of July 8, 2009 explains that many critics feared that this billboard would be a huge distraction, especially in the rain. However, the combination of drivers slowing down and their increased awareness had a profound impact. That year, Papakura district witnessed heavy rainfall throughout the Easter holiday weekend, but the number of road accidents fell from an average of 15 a day to 0 for the entire weekend. So the bleeding billboard was able to successfully encourage driving reform. After seeing how the billboard encourages driving reform, we can draw two critical implications: its uniqueness and its immediate nature. First, the billboard was unique and successful, so other campaigns should strive to use the comic frame in order to be as effective. But it was the uniqueness of the approach that made it a success. So subsequent campaigns will have to continue to evolve in order to be as successful. The second implication is the immediate nature of the awareness campaign. The campaign was successful because it drew attention to an immediate problem by using a gimmick that coincided with the issue. The billboard was able to make effective use of the comic frame in order to ask the drivers to make a small but immediate change. Not change something tomorrow, not to make a change in the daily habits, but rather slow down now because it is raining. So using this technique to deal with less immediate social issues won't be as effective. For example, similar gimmicks to campaign against issues like drug abuse, music piracy, or anti-smoking won't be successful. This is not a panacea. While the comic frame is an effective way to engage an audience, different tools will need to be developed and employed when the writer needs to address less immediate social issues or ask the audience to make a long-lasting change in their lifestyle. Today, we took a closer look at Tonker's model and then applied it to the bleeding billboard before finally drawing two critical implications. This billboard was able to successfully limit the number of road accidents in New Zealand, but this technique can be used all over the world, specifically in issues where a small correction on our part can make a big change for society.